Well, now I'm in a bit of a predicament. Hello, wingsuit. Destroy. 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 I guess that frees up some inventory space. Because now I don't need any of that. I did that ending and now it's dead to me because I'm behaving very irrationally in this timeline. Which is that I just don't need it anymore. Let's see. Multivitamin. Could still use that to get that one guy to like me. Sedative. What else do we have here? Batteries, disinfectant, rust remover, corrosive solution, laxatives. Got a lot of stuff in general. I guess because I had to stay in prison. I just stayed in here all day. I never really got to bathe, which sucks. As we go, a number of these items are getting less useful. Since I now have a passive income, I'll probably spend tomorrow morning with the hammer digging again. Because we're in a weird situation where I like don't need to I bizarrely don't need to make money anymore. And when I feel like it, I'll do the coffee order, I guess. Becoming a weird quest. I might want to put up the horse pinup. I want Desert Smuggler. Mainly Desert Smuggler, so I guess I don't need to horse pinup that much. But I don't have anything to spend these other points on that I get so much of. I don't know if I'll also get any other strength skills that'd be worth getting. Granted, I wish I had the agility one, because this is actually the one that kind of sometimes has some things I want, but yeah, I guess I don't have a strong preference. Alright, so we're gonna continue forward now. And it's Wednesday, so tomorrow's going to be Thursday. So I should look into getting a knife and an apple for the little ritual they suggested. Otherwise, our goal is to keep digging through the wall. And you know what? Since I'm riding out all the way to day 21 for the sake of seeing the storylines, I might as well also try to figure out how much I can get the devil to like me. I might be starting a little too late for that, especially having put it off a bit since we met him. But maybe we can get the shark to like us and get the shark ending and escape that way. That would be cool. At the moment, I don't think I have a reason to craft anything else. So I think we really will just, like, take a nice nap. Because I believe when we sleep, it could work out a bit. Do some more push-ups. This gives me a little bit of stuff to do. God, I'm so bad at this check. Alright, 15 is better. That gives me 50 strength experience. Is that enough to get the ability I was looking at? Yes. Desert Smuggler. Yay! There we go. So now I get hungry even slower, and I can finally carry a bit more, which has been an annoying thing going on. Now I'm up to 70 violation threshold. Otherwise, I might as well just sleep and enjoy my leftover. Oh, I don't have any more sleeping drugs. Oh well. Oh well. So I have some movies I can watch, but overall I don't think I have that many more things that I want to do with my lunch period. With my, what's it called? My break. So I might want to take laxatives to see what I can learn about that situation. God, that was like $200 more, wasn't it? Filthy fur, oh no. Am I actively becoming a problem? -2 charisma. Damn. That's mean. I mean, no one's getting to shower. Oh well. I wish it more accurately said how much money I make every day. It tells me I get 49, but I saw a different number that was bigger pop up over my head. So I think I get 2 different amounts of money for 2 different skills I have, and it only tells me what one of the results is in the actual text feed, which just feels like a mistake. More specifically, it says you get plus this, then it said increase to this, and I'm like, what? Why don't you say plus this, and then say what skill each one is? Also, one of them says it's from Investment Guru, but the other one just says 49 money for no reason. But, like, the other one is this one. Hidden backdoor. So, like, it's just weird inconsistency in those messages where they're conveyed in 2 completely different ways for some reason. They even say money and cash. Like, they're even called different things, and it's the same thing. Very odd. Let's see. I have soap the game I think won't let me use. Multivitamin if I want to get the guy to like me at some point. Do a corrosive solution. I could wear shoes if I really need the charisma to make up for my flagging charisma. Won't need the gas mask for a while. Gloves, scissors. Probably not going to be disassembling anything. There are so few people that are shorter than me that these insoles might not even be worth holding on to. We'll consider using the laxatives. I only need to take 1 of them with me. Taking more means that the stack won't go away. It wouldn't hurt to just have my morning tea to pump up stat gains as I go. 30 power for electronic devices. I still don't have anything that actually uses those things. We're saving the soda for whenever I think I can reach 10 agility, because that'll be a lot of it. I think I might take the gum with me today. Maybe we should hide the lockpicking thing. I might need lockpicking if I go to the infirmary, as planned. I guess the main constraint is, do I want to go to the infirmary today, or do I want... I need to poop. I should just brush my teeth. To make up for how fucked everything else is. The question is, do I want to go to the infirmary today, or do I want to dig today? They're both long-term goals. Strange, the door still isn't open. What about today's head count? The voice is coming from the corridor. Uh-oh. Are they not letting us out today? Oh, that would really cut down my schedule. Attention! Sorry, children, but today I have to speak to you over the fence like this. You really took things a little too far yesterday. And as if brawling in the cafeteria wasn't enough, the cooks and our guard in the kitchen were also attacked. As a result, I am forced to lock down the whole prison for the day. I hope you use the time in your cells to reflect on your actions. I also have one more announcement. In an act of extreme misjudgment, Captain Bruce has allowed a federal investigation team to conduct an unwarranted investigation into my conduct. Although my personal reputation is not important, this has seriously tarnished the good image of the prison. I therefore have no choice but to demote him. So, from today forth, Bruce is demoted from captain to deputy captain, and the position of captain will be assumed by former deputy captain Billy. The one that's more in line with you and you're more in control of, I hope we'll all continue to getting along now that I'm captain. I wasn't even involved in the riot. I can't believe Bruce has been demoted. Locked down? How are we supposed to eat? So even the investigation team's on your payroll, huh? Alright, settle down. Trust me, this little punishment will do you good. Well, that's all for today, children. Until next time. I'm in a solo cell. I don't even have anyone to hang out with. Dang. When the investigation team came, Bruce ended up getting demoted instead. He must have given them a fake ledger I got from Caesar. Oh. Did I do this? Looks like Caesar and the warden have won the war. Bruce's rapport with you minus 100? Oh my god. I wonder if Bruce realized... Is he gonna be mad at me? 0 rapport. I lost all of it. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna realize that it was specifically me that fed him a fake ledger. What do I do today? I've got nothing to do. Really? Can I place the dummy? What a day to not really have anything I want to do in the sewers either. Damn. So a couple things. I'm gonna need a rope in order to be able to access Jabberjaw. I don't have any more rope because all the sheets were used to make the flying machine that we have now gotten rid of. But also, I don't have an apple or a knife, so I can't actually do the ritual thing that they were suggesting for tonight. That's interesting. It's the same night we're trapped in here all night. So you get trapped in here all night, and then you could potentially go up to the mirror and do that. I do have a mirror in here. I'm trapped with that, but I have to wait all the way until midnight. Alright. So I think I'm gonna have to reload a save from before the prison riot, because while I could potentially just take this on the chin and just lose the entire day, and then just have one less day to try to do all the other things that I'm working on, this is Thursday, so like I need to do the apple thing today if we're gonna test that. So yeah, just gonna have to load an old save. This is nighttime, so that's when I'm already locked in after yes, I'm gonna have to go to the morning before the riot, and we'll have to collect our supplies now. Yeah, I have 20 minutes. So let's buy a sheet. I can turn it into blanket later. I can turn it into rope later, but we want to buy sheets. I don't remember if it's 1 or 2. I can afford them at least. Okay. Go ahead and destroy the wingsuit. We don't need that anymore. I can get rid of this mask for now. Oh, this chaotic inventory. Oh, I have even more sheets. Oh, this is before I turn some of the sheets into other stuff. Okay. Sure. I can bring the powder with me for the fight. I'm also just trying to shuffle my inventory around a little bit to be able to make more sense of this. Okay. So we're looking for a knife. Any knives? There's a knife. The paring knife. The hyena on the roof had... Oh, hey. Okay. Rabbit in the kitchen has it. The rabbit likes me. At least reasonably. I haven't been able to get the second reputation meter unlocked because they want so much agility. There you are. That's locked. Oh no, this one's not. There we go. Got it practically for free. No apples though. So who has an apple? So I won't be able to get an apple via good boy points because we're not going to have dinner tonight. Laundry, lobby. Who likes me the most of these characters? I don't know. It might be him. Can you get an apple out of a vending machine? The vending machine's only during lunch, I think. Wait, are you one of the people that I just saw? No, it's like the lemur, right? Bum-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum-bum. This is the warning for Ray that's not going to get heated. Apple. Good. Maintaining my fortune by paying as little as possible for things still. Then buying stuff for fun. To flex. I was literally just like, he's got some extra batteries. I don't have anything that uses batteries, but I could put more batteries in my battery stack. And maybe they'll come off at some point. I'm just hoarding things in this game. We want to hide the knife because I'm not trying to use it for anything else right now. Let's see. Anything else I want to bring with me? I feel like it's high time I just got rid of this coin. I keep holding onto the coin because since the beginning of the game it seemed to be like a useful item, but I think it is literally just a disassembly tool. And that's all it does, and at this point I have disassembly tools. Disassembly tool. Our wrench... is a screwdriver just redundant when you have a wrench? It just says disassembly. I should maybe getting rid of a screwdriver and a wrench to just get me down to one wrench, just because it's so hard to make space for everything in here. Huh. Where's my stimulants? Did I use them up? With the multivitamin, I can probably get... They've got to be happy with me. I don't think I have any stimulant. Is this before I got the baton? Do I have to do that again? I have the baton. Okay, I don't have to do that again. I was worried. I think I used up all my stimulants. He's in the infirmary. My only chance is Walter. Who probably doesn't like me enough to sell them to me. No, he does. Come on, it's just a 7. There we go. So now I just need to survive lunch, basically. And with the soap and powder, I can actually fuck them up a bit. Let's take the stimulant now. I was gonna skip this part, but I might show you guys me fighting the guy again, just because it might be interesting to see if I can beat him this time. That'd be entertaining. I think I can stack this mushroom for even more strength. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Let's... So I came back here for... Sorry, I'm trying to take stock of everything real quick. Blankets, knife, apple. That should be the gist of it. I need to learn what the shark likes. And I have no idea what the shark likes. I don't think there's any meat that I can bring him. Apparently he eats a bunch of stuff on the way there. And we're back. Alrighty, back at it. I think we're gonna open with Rose Thorn because it's a long cooldown and has a big bonus if I get to trigger it again. And he's immune to damage right now, so let's blind him to hope he can't hit me. And he fixed it immediately, god damn it. Alright, well at least I'm using his stamina up a bit. Go for the easy hit. Right, I forgot to de-blunt myself, so I still can't stun him. But I also don't have bleed on me. At least my unarmed attacks are normally bleeds. I still didn't bring any healing items either, god damn it. There's so many things to think about sometimes. Ow. Dick. Oh, I can't do... Okay, so sand throw has a cooldown. Ow. Being more aggressive this time. I specifically did stuff to him that would hope that he'd lose more turns. Rose Thorn. Maybe Rose Thorn isn't that effective in a situation where you have limited turns, and he's making it so I can't do things for turns anyway. I'll never get through his defenses whenever those defenses are up, so I just have to rest during those turns regardless. Oh, I'm stunned. I might die. Ow. Okay. So I tried to prepare more that time and I did worse. Okay, so I'm back in my cell. I actually am... This is before the full night of being locked in. This is when I escaped previously. But we don't really have the same incentive to escape right now. Instead, I think I want to make a rope. Because yeah, I have to spend all day in here today and all day in here tomorrow. It's going to be a bit of a time. So in the meantime, I guess we're going to spend the time bettering ourselves. Alright, did that give me more space? Ripping up all those sheets. And put that away. Put the watch back on. Can I hide these gloves? Because they're violation also. Not gonna be selling anything to anybody for a bit. That gives me a bit more space. Put the cloth away. I don't know if I should turn this lumber into a dowel or not. I'm kind of tempted to just because I'm annoyed at how much space it takes. Right, I can't... I guess it'll work out. If we're gonna do something with our time. Because we're back on Wednesday, the day of the riot. And it takes a while for the sun to actually go down, and we have to come up with something to do with that time. Although the more time I do this, the less... unfortunately, the less, stamina I'll have food-wise. Like, my digestion is going down. I should have stocked up on lockdown food. I literally had all of that pizza before and then ate it for stats because I got used to the freedom to just kind of run this place however I wanted and get away with anything. Oh, that's another 100 strength experience. I can once again get Desert Smuggler. Plus a bit more than I needed for that, but kind of just coming up with stuff to do with the time that we have, since there's this whole period where we're just kind of trapped here. I could do with a bit of pooping. Otherwise, I think it's time just to rest until dinner. Because if they're not feeding me, I do have to worry about an entire day worth of like losing my stats to hunger, which is kind of rough. We will once again move the everything. Oh, this is the bit where he's like, oh, they're watching us. Oh, but I'm on the bottom floor, so maybe I'm on the top floor, so maybe I can get away with it. So this is consequence for a decision I made ages ago, where I basically had just finished unscrewing the toilet, and then I was like, you know what? Actually, let's go all the way back and start over at unscrewing the toilet, but upstairs, because I had the option to move upstairs. And that there was a positive, helpful thing, which is that they made it easier to disassemble the toilet because they gave you bonus points for having done it before. Like, you have experience at this, so they let you do it more easily. But also, I got away from Sam, which meant that I could spend more of each night doing stuff like this. And now there's a different level of surveillance because the guards are staying downstairs. So if I was down there, they would spot what I'm up to. But since I'm up here, they aren't really noticing. Alright, I just made a dowel. Basically just because I want all three of the wood that I have to be in a single stack. Just because I have constant inventory problems. Did I remember to bring rope? Yes. Okay. Because next up, I want to go to the barber shop and see if I can reach the shark now that I have another rope set up. And then I can start figuring out what the shark likes, I guess. One of our next looming things is just how do I get the shark to like me? Paperclip. I don't even remember that item. Okay, these are mostly trash, aren't they? It's the stuff that I chose not to bring with me. Put beer in? Do I have beer on me? No. If I want to chill a beer, I'll need a beer first. I can put beer in his blood fridge? And, like, is he okay with that? Quick dry glue actually gets used a lot. So maybe. I just hope the rope's long enough. Yeah, we've been here before. What are these? Read the paper. We get more lore. This looks like a handwritten receipt, but I don't understand the language. Well, that's not helpful then. Great white shark poster. Put on your wall to gain 1 temporary max health per hour while asleep. Resets when you sleep the next day. So it's not cumulative, but if I rest with this on, then I get a bunch of max health. So it's another way of potentially doing Walter's quest. I think the multivitamins are already going to put me high enough. And there's ramen. Can I get hot water upstairs? I might take that one. Am I gonna get caught for this though? Like, is he gonna be mad at me? Like, maybe I can go upstairs and cook some ramen and then I can have something to eat, because this is a whole... I have to spend almost 48 hours not eating, which is not great. There seems to be something under this tarp. As the thick dust settles, the thing hidden under the tarp is revealed. A skeleton? Clunk, clunk. Hey, did it just move? Clunk, clunk, clunk. Oh, there's a spider living in it. Oh, Father of the Forest, please let this be the last skeleton I find in the sewer. Blows away the cobwebs. Looks like the skeleton has been here for a very long time. The clothing doesn't look like an inmate's or a guard's. Looks like it should be in a museum. Could these remains date back from the time Gomez mentioned? One of the rebels who died in the fortress during the Civil War 200 years ago? And Gomez just has lived with next to it? The thing about a rusty dog tag and an old journal. Equipped to gain chaos rebirth ability when fighting, max health -1. Huh. You can just make out the name of the rusty dog tag, Waitley, Department of Fringe Science. So it's not that old then. Not 200 years, probably. I don't know if I want to use this item, and also it's a lot to take it. That's weird. Day 66 of the siege. The quartermaster reports that the fortress has less than 1 month of food remaining, and the supply convoys are unable to break through the government blockade up Hadlow River. Colonel Lim has ordered us to complete the plan within 1 week, or he will send us to defend the city. But we are merely scholars in uniform. I do not even know how to shoot. Alas, tomorrow I must send those of us who are the least severely wounded down to dig. Day 67 of the siege. There has been one piece of good news today. Despite some resistance to sending the wounded to work, Colonel Lam saw to it that the descent did not persist. After all, it is safer to hide in the ground and dig than to be deployed to the walls and be shelled by the government forces. At our current rate of progress, I have hope that it may not yet be too late. Day 72 of the siege. So filled with excitement am I that I can barely hold my pen, for a shard was unearthed this morning. Though it may look like an ordinary piece of obsidian, I know that it is anything but. According to the ancient texts, these shards possess a power that defies imagination. Alas, I can write no more on the subject, for a secret plan prohibits me from disclosing any details. Even in my own private journal, my family's many years of hard work are finally about to come to fruition. Day 75 of the siege. Colonel Lem is dead. The man was an idiot, a fool, a moron of the highest order. I was only days away from completing the plan, but he refused to believe me. He claimed he was trying to break through the siege that night, but he simply was trying to escape and save his own hide. However, now that the coward is dead, the men of the fortress are likely to mutiny. I can delay no longer. Tomorrow, on the day of the very latest... tomorrow, or the day after, at the very latest, I must execute the plan. Victory in this war will belong to us, not the rebels, but the Waitley family. Day 77 of the siege. Illegible handwriting. Those ignorant insects are attempting to stop the great plan. Ridiculous folly. Their bullets cannot kill me. Death will simply return me to the Waitley family's rightful place. The Great One will come for me, I can feel it, although the ceremony is only half complete. I already smell his breath in the air. Yakaku Shubth. What? It's the same cult. Underground shards, a plan, the Waitley family. What happened here? I can hardly understand any of it. Okay, so maybe I am taking these dog tags. This might be relevant to those characters upstairs. Goma said the devil comes here every night after midnight. It's still too early. Oh. Oh, right. I was able to sneak into the back room so early that we're not even close to midnight. Lockdown hasn't even happened yet. That's a little surreal. There we are. Hi there, devil, buddy. I'm Gomez's friend, and your friend, remember? They say fish only have a 7-second memory. I hope that doesn't apply to sharks. Gee. Phew, looks like he remembers me. Play with him? Charisma! I gotta put the shoes on. Do I have the shoes with me? Okay, so the befriending him is specifically based around the thing I'm good at. So that's great news. My charisma's not amazing right now. Ah. So play with it. It's at 7. Does that match? So it's intentionally supposed to match, I guess, his rep? How did it become 7? Want me to play with you for a while? Can I only do this once a day or something? Or can I spam it? Nali. Valentra Mara. Great catch, buddy. Decent roll. Plus 20. Tame the beast. 39. Plus 39 rep. You want to play some more? Nope. He's tired. Okay, looks like he's had enough playing ball for tonight. 39's not terrible, though. Feed him a snack. Spicy ramen. Oh, I don't have food with me. Would he like potato pizza? There's nothing meat-like in this game, really. I could bring him a cream waffle, but only in the future. All I have right on me right now is the ramen that was already in the room. Okay, he liked dry ramen more than I thought he would. Hey, he seems to like this. I didn't think sharks liked chili. Does he have a weird experience meter? He does. His reputation meter. It says 56, which is normally more than half, but it looks like less than half. So I think this 150 is just 1 meter's worth. Hopefully that's all you need to do, and there's just no, like, second meter the way that there is with all the other inmates. Otherwise I could be in some trouble here. But, otherwise, I just did like 50 in one sitting, basically. So I could potentially get him maxed out in like 3 days because I'm so likable. That's all I can do for tonight, though, I think. Well, we discovered the dog tag situation. So that's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I use less less stamina with my old work boots on, so I should keep those on, especially if I end up just kind of like hanging out and having to work out all day. Because unfortunately, I think I have nothing else to do for a while. I've been like everywhere, right? Seems like it. I've been spending a lot of time in the sewers. I feel like I've got a lot of that figured out. Put the dowel away. That one. This one. Dog tag situation is strange. Alright. And I guess now I just awkwardly sleep as much as I can. Because I'm in lockdown for like 36 hours, unfortunately. So tomorrow I can go play with the shark again, but aside from that, I can't do much else besides just kind of wait around and try not to starve. But tonight, since this is Thursday, this is when I'm going to be trying to carve the apple and see if that does something. And what a day to try to do it on. A day where there's nothing else to do, basically at all. Filthy fur, so now I'm gross. Shark's not gonna like me as much because I'm so gross. Nope, don't need to poop yet. And here's the news again about being trapped in here. Can I skip this one? Guess not. Ooh. So at 10 o'clock, it looks like Legend of Bloody Mary shows up. Here's charisma practice, by the way. So I got this ability from the other thing. I guess you just use your charisma points to just get more charisma experience. That's not a thing I need to work on, but there it is. Legend of Bloody Mary. I remember Henry telling Eddie about an urban legend a few days ago. Bloody Mary gets hungry every Thursday night. If someone peels an apple for her in front of the mirror at midnight and says her name, she'll grab them and take them away. Isn't it Thursday today? And I happen to have a paring knife and an apple. If Henry's story is more than just an urban legend, I might be able to... It's a dexterity check, plus 5 points for having a peeler. Let's give it a try. I have no idea what will happen. So it's like that much progress at once. Oof. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're almost there. I think I have to wait now? Because they said at midnight. They strangely made it a multi-part process. Looking around like I've got to have another save to destroy. Oh my god, we're that far down? That's the save for having access to the phone in the morning? Or the phone that got me set up to escape. I can probably remove some of these saves, I just have to parse what some of them are, because so many of them are just me standing in this cell. Okay, so... That's within 15 minutes of midnight. That's the most I can rest without going over. But peeling the apple takes 5 minutes, so I need 10 minutes right now. Do I waste 10 minutes? How long does working out take? 10 minutes. Alright, let's do some push-ups. It's 5 minutes to midnight. Will this work? Look in the mirror. Legend of Bloody Mary. 9. It should be basically impossible to fail this. Yeah, because if it gets within 5, it'll roll over, and I can't get less than 4. I have an 8 as a starting bonus. Finished peeling the apple, and in one complete strip. Nothing seems to have happened. I guess Bloody Mary is just an urban ledge. Hang on, what's this? Hey, it can't be. He's dead. After a flash of blinding light, you finally manage to open your eyes, and in front of you is still a mirror. However, everything around you has changed. It seems that the urban legend isn't just a crazy story. Bloody Mary has really taken you to her lair. That's not how the text only works, being a separate line like that. What? Lively music and the smell of alcohol fill the air. You stand in front of the mirror in a daze until a sexily dressed chimp comes and greets you. It's the chimp? I will say that he doesn't... We don't normally look like this, but here specifically, the protagonist of Back at the Dawn looks like they literally traced Nick Wilde from Zootopia, like, directly. That looks so much like Nick Wilde when his eyes are like that. His head normally looks different from that. What? And you can see the apple we peeled. Peeling an apple and saying Bloody Mary teleported us to the strip club? This is Fallen Angels. So, you escaped the prison, although your rational mind can't explain what's happened. Adam the chimp speculates that maybe the strange act of peeling an apple in front of a mirror at midnight gave your brain a strong cue that caused you to hypnotize yourself. And that while hypnotized, you activated an extreme physical prowess that helped you escape from prison. It is just that now you've forgotten how you did it. It's totally normal and rational. Does this help you convince yourself? In any case, put aside those doubts for now. The most important thing is that you're free, right? Your next destination is Selena's apartment in Pebble Street, where you can obtain the recording that incriminates the mayor. For the poor residents of Skid Row, you will mount a final counterattack in the name of justice. What? Yeah, same messages as before. And then I guess it'll skip to the Angela thing, which we do not need to do again. At this point, we've seen both outcomes that I can pick there, so I don't need to replay that fight again. What? Is this like the UFO ending from Silent Hill, where they have a bunch of endings and then one of them is just really goofy? Just an incredibly specific, goofy nonsense thing. It wasn't that secret though, like they literally did just say the exact events. You wouldn't expect a Bloody Mary legend to actually work, obviously. But what tipped me off is that they just really specifically said what to do. And it was like a series of mechanics that we have access to. Like having an apple and a knife and the mirror in my room. And I'm like, wait, I can get those things. I could just get those things and try that. Why not? It's a video game. And here we are. Alright, well, I'll load an older save next episode and we'll try to get the shark to like us and keep digging behind the laundry room. I'd have no idea how involved the laundry room is gonna be, I'll be honest. I'm really worried. Like, I feel like I'm doing okay at the shark. I'm worried about the laundry room because it feels like a thing that I definitely had access to a long time ago and just never happened to check that particular direction. It was just a blind spot of mine, which is understandable. There's a million things happening in this game, but I would like to get even more endings if I can. Just get as many of them done as possible now, because I have such a different skill set. And then if I build my next character, like one, I don't 100% know if I'll commit to the second playthrough for just like the opportunity cost and time involved. But if I do, my character will probably be such a different build that I don't want to risk missing endings as this character, because I probably won't be able to get the same ones as that character, and he'll have whole other priorities potentially. I don't know how many endings there are. See you next time.